And then we'll get back to talking about Corona. Every whole day we're talking about Corona. Okay, so to Tanya. So yesterday in the last 2 days of Tanya, we've been explaining how to be proactive and being joyous. Okay, and a person being happy, being joyous. How do we proactively facilitate that? And we said one way, and today we're going to discuss the second way. So just to recap, the first way we said is that there could be no greater gift in life. Could be no greater reward. There could be nothing more that you've merited greater than the fact that you could be close to Hashem. So by a person meditating and realizing that Hashem is the one power and creator of the world, by realizing that you become close to Hashem. And that's the joy that a Jew has in life, that he could become close to Hashem. But today we're going to say, let's take it a step further than that. Not just are you happy because you're close to Hashem, but this is a cool one. You're happy because you're making God happy. So by not just you're happy because you benefit from it, that you're being close to Hashem, but you're happy because you're giving God pleasure, right? There's a joy in life when you do something for somebody else and that's good for them, you feel good in life. Here he's telling us something fascinating, that you have a joy in life from bringing joy to Hashem and tremendous joy to Hashem. And by you knowing that you're bringing tremendous joy to Hashem, you feel the tremendous pleasure that Hashem feels from it, and you become even happier in life with your lot. So let's learn that inside and see today's Tanya inside together. Okay. Finishing chapter 33. All right. Additionally, we should be happy double so, more than the happiness we've been speaking about the last 2 days, with being close to Hashem. B'simchas Hashem, with the rejoicing in God, v'goydel nachas ruach, with the tremendous joy and pleasure. The fun of Yisbarich before Hashem, ve'emunah zu, with this belief. So when the Jew incorporates this belief into his life, Hashem smiles. Hashem's happy because of what you're accomplishing. Why? What does God benefit? Why is God happy from the fact that you realize that He's the power of the world? Because by you fighting your animal instincts and your gluttony, your desires, Hashem looks at you and He sees you overcoming your natural gluttony of your animal and pushing it aside, thereby breaking the sitra achra, the evil inclination, and you're turning darkness into light. So God's watching you struggle, but overcome the struggle, win the struggle, and by winning the struggle, you're taking darkness and you're turning it into light. The darkness of the klipot, of the unholiness, of the evil in the world, the physicality, that their job is kind of to cover the light of Hashem, nature that's coming over God, that you see nature is real and they created everything. That ad ace kates, until Mashiach comes, that's the reality of the world. Like it says, Hashem put a limit to the darkness, that this world will be a dark place until the coming of Mashiach. That until Mashiach comes, when Hashem put a due date, enough already, which He said He'll stop the darkness of the world and bring out His right hand, that the world will be revealed, that godliness, the right side of Hashem, means the glory of Hashem will be revealed in this world. But until then, it's our job to change the darkness to light, and that is by thinking and realizing in our brain, in our heart, that Hashem is really the power and energy and master of the world. And this is, so Hashem smiles and sees you being that special worker that turns the darkness into light, especially if you live out of Israel. That the ear out of Israel is impure. Is full of unholiness and husks and hidden of Hashem. Godliness is much more revealed in Israel. Out of Israel, the darkness is much more. And that's why God's joy is that much greater, because you're taking the lowest of the low and turning it into light. So don't be upset if you feel like you have the greatest challenges in life, because that means that you could accomplish the most and make God the most happy, because you are taking the darkest things and turning it into light. There's no greater happiness by Hashem. The greatest joy we could cause God is to take darkness and turn it into light. So the darker place you are, the darker kind of body you have, and you overcome the darkness challenge, turn it into light, the greater Hashem is rejoicing and happy and smiling over the fact that you are taking darkness and turning it into light. This is what it says. Yismach Yisrael bi'osav, that the Jewish people should be happy with their Creator. Pirush. What does it mean? What does it mean we should be happy with our Creator? Because Hashem is so happy when you take the physical broken world and you bring light into it. You should know that you're making Hashem happy. Pirush. Yisrael means that everyone's a part of the Jewish people. Be happy for God. Be happy that God's happy. Be happy for Hashem. Because Hashem, God has tremendous happiness when you make this world a house for Him. So you're basically building a home for Hashem. How do you build a home for God? Well, we are in the lowest world, the darkest world. So the darkest world, they're the physical world. So Hashem is happy in His world now because you took the physical lowest world, the Oisav, the Asiyah, and you made it a place for Hashem. So we should be happy that we're the ones who have the toughest job, who we deal with the lowest world, and we bring light into there. We should be the happiest because we're causing the greatest pleasure and joy by Hashem. That's why it says Hashem's world, plural, the action world that He made. Why is our world called a plural world? Because it's so broken. Our physical world that's so full of unholiness and bad wickedness. Is called a public place. And in mountains of separation, meaning, like when you're home, it's a private place and you have control and if things are organized. But in the public place, in the jungle, it's like all kinds of wild animals are running around. They don't work in harmony together. It could be a very dangerous place. Our world is like that. Our world's a very fragmented, fractured, broken place. And look at the politics today, what's going on in the world. So you have the ability, the Jew has the ability to change that and bring light into that low place because we're there. So we have to deal with it. We have to fix it. And by bringing light, when we take this really, really dark place, this fragmented and broken and splintered place, and we bring light into it, we make this wild world, the jungle, into a beautiful garden, into a private domain, to the unity of Hashem, with His faith. And we all start from the belief, from the faith and belief that Hashem is the sole power and energy in the world. And that is the way, in our minds, we create this place for Hashem. So by us thinking about Hashem, we have tremendous joy in knowing we're close to the greatest energy in the world, to Hashem. We're close to Hashem, but then we're close to the King. And B, we're making the King so happy. We should be happy because we get a chance to make the King happy by Him smiling and enjoying the fact that we're taking this fragmented world and bringing light into this fragmented world and making this world a place for Hashem. And that is today's Tanya, 2 reasons to be happy. And that's it. Any questions or comments on what we learned today? No? Okay. Ira, you have a question or comment? Be careful. No. Thank you all for joining. Have an amazing day. Have an easy fast. And Purim Sameach, happy Purim. It's a joy. Purim's about seeing that Hashem runs the world in nature. Hashem made crazy story. Hashem made Achashverosh marry Esther. And Esther made a party for the king, and the king got angry at Haman, and he wanted Mordechai saved the king's life, and everything together. Hashem runs the world, so we should be happy and know that Hashem runs the world. We shouldn't be depressed. So many people are depressed today with Corona and everything else. We have to know at the end of the day, Hashem runs the world, and therefore we need to be happy because Hashem is taking care of us.
Chag Sameach, everybody. Chag Sameach, Kvod Harav.
Sameach Shuki. All right. Make sure you hear the Megillah, make sure you hear the story. Kol Tov, everyone. Have a great day, easy fast, and a happy Purim.
Thank you.